Welcome to BBC London, I'm Thomas Magill. First this lunchtime, more on the rental market where rates are at a record high here in London. For many, including both tenants and landlords, there's a hope the new rental reform bill will make the sector fairer for everyone. So what might that look like? Well, our Work and Money correspondent Tara Welsh is here. Tara.
Well, Thomas, these are the biggest changes to private renting in more than 30 years. And the big news story to come out of this is that what's called no-fault evictions will be banned. So what does that mean? Well, at the moment, a landlord can evict someone at short notice and doesn't have to give a reason why. Now, we've been doing this story for a long time. London's rents are rising, they're unprecedented. And we know that this Section 21 order, as it's known, has been used by some landlords to evict people so they can put the rent up, or if they complain about disrepair, for example. Now, we've been speaking to Chiara, and she says she was served one of these notices when she complained and wouldn't pay a £300 a month rent rise.
It was devastating, yeah. It was to live in disrepair for 2 years, to be asked for more money and then to complain and to be evicted was just devastating. I'm a teacher and I still had to go to work every day and teach and pick up my 3-year-old and find a flat. It was absolutely devastating. And in the meantime, they still didn't address any of the disrepair. So we still had to live in freezing cold, damp and mouldy conditions with a child.
So Tara, what are landlords saying?
Well, I think landlords groups want more detail on this. And the government says it will make it easier for landlords to repossess properties because of antisocial behaviour.
Landlords do not go around evicting tenants willy-nilly. We want to keep people in their homes and we want them to have a great experience whilst they're with us. But obviously things go wrong. And in those situations where they do go wrong, it is right that landlords can rely on a replacement system that's fit for purpose.
So Thomas, on the whole, campaign groups really saying this is a good move, but more detail definitely needed, they say.
Lovely. Tara, thank you. The trial of a man accused of the fatal Croydon tram crash has begun at the Old Bailey. The court has heard how the tram Alfred Doris was driving was travelling at speeds in excess of 70 kilometres an hour when it derailed and overturned, killing 7 and injuring 51 other passengers near Sandylands in 2016. Doris denies failing to take reasonable care at work. The food chain Greggs has won the right to sell its famous steak bakes and sausage rolls until the early hours of this morning at its store in Leicester Square. The chain has come to an agreement with Westminster City Council, meaning it can sell baked goods and hot drinks until 2 a.m. on certain nights of the week. The council had originally blocked the plans over concerns of antisocial behaviour. There are concerns repair work to the Palace of Westminster is taking so long there could be catastrophic events before it's fully restored. That's from the Public Accounts Committee. It says £2 million a week is being spent on what they call patching up. It also claims the building is unsafe due to things like asbestos and fire hazards. MPs have heard concerns that new police powers used for the first time at the King's coronation could have a chilling effect on peaceful protest. The comments came from a human rights lawyer who was giving evidence to the Human Affairs Select Committee. Well, our Home Affairs correspondent Sonia Jessup has been listening, and MPs had questions earlier about those who were arrested. Sonia.
Yeah, including questions about the 3 Westminster Council volunteers who were arrested, the Night Stars volunteers. Now, they weren't protesters, they were arrested the night before the coronation as they went about their duties in Soho, as they regularly do, checking up on vulnerable people. And MPs heard from one of these volunteers who said that a large number of police had turned up in vans and said that they were to be stopped and searched.
We were kept separate and the officers looked through our bags, checked our pockets. We explained to them who the Night Stars were, showed them emails from Westminster City Council, showed them the Night Stars website. We gave them leaflets which had been printed by Westminster City Council, our high visibility vests which do display the Met Police logo as well.
She went on to say that they were taken to a police station. They weren't released from custody until the following afternoon. MPs also heard from the Met's Assistant Commissioner Matt Twist, who said there had been a communication problem with the council. They'd tried to contact a council official who'd been unable to confirm who the Night Stars volunteers were. He defended the policing of the coronation. He said they'd had intelligence suggesting, for example, that rape alarms could be used to disrupt the procession, which could be a risk to public safety. And he said on balance, he thought the policing had gone very well. He thought that peaceful protest, he said, was able to go ahead. MPs, though, also heard from Graham Smith, who is from the anti-monarchy group Republic. Now, he was one of the ones arrested before that peaceful protest. He couldn't take part. He was accused under new laws of having equipment to lock on. And also they heard from barrister Adam Wagner, who's also concerned about those new laws. He said they could have a chilling effect on peaceful protests, making people more reluctant to join in future because they'd be worried about being arrested.
Sonia, thank you. Sonia Jessup there, our Home Affairs correspondent. Now, it's lay abandoned and hidden on a South London high street for decades, but now the impressive and ornate Victorian waiting room at Peckham Rye train station is set to reopen and become the venue for a new exhibition. Well, the artist James Lingwood has shown us around.
This is a new work by the New York-based artist Sarah Z called Metronome, which comprises literally hundreds and hundreds of video sequences from the artist's library and from her smartphone, which swirl around this sort of surprisingly large Victorian waiting room. That's James Lingwood from Art Angel, a London-based arts organisation. I'm standing in an amazing space called the Waiting Room above the ticket office on Peckham Rye Station. At the heart of the installation, you'll see a large structure which is illuminated by all of these moving images, and explore this world that Sarah Z has created with lots of videos from around the world, from volcanoes erupting to animals migrating. You can come and explore it, take your time, because it is a work about time and how we experience time in the 21st century. And you know, as you move around the space, you'll see that the work will move around and change with you.
OK, Kate has the weather.
Good afternoon. We've seen plenty of sunshine once again. First thing this morning, we had blue sky, you can see down in Surrey, but the cloud, like yesterday, is gradually starting to build back in, and we'll see more cloud through the afternoon. Now, you can see it feeding south. Now, with the heat of the day getting going, you might just get 1 or 2 showers as we head through the afternoon. Few and far between, though, quite isolated, and temperatures reaching around 17 Celsius. The wind fairly light. Now, into this evening, if you do get the showers, they will fade and the cloud breaking up, so some lengthy clear spells through the night. Might just see a little bit of patchy cloud as we head further towards Thursday. The minimum temperature dropping to 7 Celsius. For tomorrow, again a bright start. We'll see some hazy sunshine with that veil of medium to high level cloud around, and again tomorrow there is a chance of 1 or 2 showers, especially through the afternoon. Still some sunny spells, cloud, and temperatures tomorrow at 18 Celsius. Now for Friday, we'll notice this front moving south. It will gradually fizzle out as it heads towards us, but we still could get a spell of rain as we head through Friday. As we head into the weekend, it is looking largely dry with some sunshine and temperatures in the mid to high teens Celsius.
OK, that's it. More on the website and the BBC News app. We'll be back with the Tea Time News at 6:30, but until then, have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.